goodness, man. Got a headache, man. My Mariners playing like trash. Flawed life. I don't want to hear a damn thing out of you, man. Let's get back to business. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video. And another Random Sunday is back at us one more time. The end of the week here on the channel. And we've got to some good stand-up bits, good songs, and now we're here for just a couple of random whatevers, you know? So let's see what we're gonna start with. We're gonna get into some more Bill Burr, actually, to start out with here on Random Sunday. Well, stand-up is the name of the game for Bill Burr, at least in my brain, but you know, he does have his other things that he gets into, interviews, maybe a couple of movies here and there, you know. Believe it or not, one of the favorite movies that I ever saw Bill Burr in, if you guys get a chance to watch it, it's called Walk of Shame. It was goofy as hell. It was starring Elizabeth Banks, but you know, Bill Burr plays a cop in that movie. And his partner, actually, I forgot what his name was. He played on like The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher, and he was on like Remember the Titans, but I forgot what his name was, but he played in that with him. But yeah, we're gonna get into another one from Bill Burr today. And this one is gonna be titled Bill Burr's Sports Rants. Okay, well, hey, I think as any man who, at least the average man, at least, who's a sports fan, will have a lot of rants in your head, things you want to get off your chest. It's part of the fun of being a sports fan, even though it can be very frustrating at times. But yeah, man, we're going to get into that one. This one was on the Conan on TBS is what it says also in the title too. So he was obviously on the Conan show when he did all these rants. So we're going to get into it, like I said. So Bill Burr's sports rants on Conan. And if you like this reaction, please boom on the like button one time for me. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and as always, please leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a request, a suggestion, or just throw a zinger at me. Exchange friendly dialogue. You guys know the deal. It's about being about the good times, being about the happiness, not the drama. You know what I mean? I can't emphasize that enough for all you clowns in the comments. No drama. All right? Okay. Hopefully you guys heard that. I know you guys are hard of hearing. You should see your doctor immediately. But yeah, continuing on, man. I need something to help me recover from this loss, man. Just got swept by the Red Sox. Damn. It's painful, isn't it? But yeah, man, moving on, man. Good times hopefully lead to better times. We'll see what goes down with that. Let's go ahead and do it, shall we? Bill Burr's sports rants on Conan, right here on Eddie B TV, round one of this Random Sunday. Let's check it out. Let's get situated with this one here, and here we go.
You're a baseball fan. I know you're a big sports fan, big baseball fan.
Big sports fan, Joe.
Okay, well, listen. Now we have this issue of who's going to get into the Hall of Fame, and they're not people like letting people like Bonds and Clemens in because, obviously, of steroid use in the past. What's your take on that?
I don't know.
Does it upset? Does it make you
No,
crazy?
I don't mind that people use roids. I think they should use roids because they're using themselves as guinea pigs, and it'll all trickle down to us one day. And after they messed up, you know, their heads get all big, and they take that part out. I think by the time...
if enough athletes, you're saying, use steroids...
destroy themselves with steroids, they'll figure out... How, they do it with singers. If a singer can't sing, she gets to use a steroid.
Yeah.
Right?
So you say it's going to improve, the drugs so that we get to use them?
I'm saying by the time we're 80, they're going to have like a steroid vaporizer that you can just inhale, and you're going to have abs. I'll get a full head of hair, and you're going to be banging some hot 65-year-old. No. And it's all going to be because of these athletes and the sacrifices that they make that no one appreciates.
Baseball, no, it's not quite the way it used to be. I don't like that whole thing, like when you go to a game, if you catch a foul ball, you got to like give it to a kid now.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. That's why kids are all mushy and fat. They don't have to, they don't got to work for anything. First of all, I don't like when I was a kid, I had to fight adults to try and get one, and I never got one. And they boxed me out, and that was totally acceptable in the 70s and 80s.
Yes,
so now I got to sit there, take a line shot to my hand, have that swollen up, and then give it to a kid. No.
Declining ratings.
True,
Do you think the NFL has
that.
a problem? They're starting to say they're losing viewership.
No.
Do you care?
People who care about football are still watching it. They got too big. They just went all poppy. They had everybody dressing in pink, right? There's always jets flying over, support the troops. Katy Perry's doing a dance, right? They just took it way too far. What I love about sports is it's a great way to tap out from the news and just, you know, watch a game and get away from it. Now there's like all these causes are getting like attached to it. Like I was watching the World Series, and I'm in the middle of watching the World Series, and out of nowhere, they have this moment, stand up to cancer. I'm watching a ball game, and all of a sudden, everybody stands up, holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I feel that.
Trying to watch a game here.
Everyone's all quiet.
No, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy.
Yeah.
He died of cancer. It was horrific. I
He
could have
makes a
lifted him
good
up
point.
off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy.
You gonna have a Super Bowl party?
Yes, no Super Bowl party. No Super Bowl party. If you're a true football fan, you do not go to Super Bowl parties because it's all a bunch of losers who don't watch it all year. And what they do is they talk during the game, and then they shut up during the commercial. And then the game comes back, like, oh, how much do you think that one cost? Huh? That's funny? I thought that one stunk. And it's just like, the rage that goes through me.
Yeah.
The game, and I just, ended up fighting, with somebody.
So you were just opposed to them having a party in the middle of the Super Bowl, like, having a half.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's the most important game of the year, and they turned it into like this. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what it is anymore. It used to be like a little high school band came out.
Yeah.
Played a little song.
Right.
And then that was it. And now they just, everybody's shooting T-shirts into the crowd. I really sound like a grumpy old man, but I just want to watch the game.
Right.
I'm just going to be me sitting alone screaming at my TV.
How much football do you watch a week?
Yes.
I watch 2 games on Sunday. I tape 3.
Right.
Then I watch the Monday game. And then Tuesday I watch one of the 3 that I taped. Wednesday I watch another one. Then I watch the Thursday night game. And then Friday I got to watch the Sunday night game. Then Saturday I watch college football.
Okay.
And it's fine.
Okay.
Because I have a simple male brain that can just sit there and just enjoy it. I can just enjoy it.
Yes.
So does your wife watch any of these games with you? Does she?
No, she has the female, complex, multitasking brain. That's why they can't be happy. They just always, they're like, what is that lizard that can look at 2 things at once? That's
The
what they
chameleon.
like. So they got the shoes they
chameleon.
want, and then they see some other woman walking in going, oh, look at this skinny bitch over here. She thinks she's cute, right? And that's what I've learned.
Oh, God.
You know what makes
that's
women happy?
good.
Nothing. Nothing makes them happy.
That's true.
And that is why they have slowly
Unfortunately.
taken over the NFL, because it annoys them that we can just sit there with like a pizza and a drink, like, that's not holding, and just be like, and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah. So you're saying that because you're happy, that you think your wife and women in general want to take
They're
that?
jealous of it. They don't want their own thing. They don't want their own shit. They want our shit. I don't know what it is. And I think it's because we're happy. We're just sitting there enjoying ourselves, having a good time without them. It drives them nuts, and they just got to go in there and ruin it. I still watch O.J. Simpson highlights.
That is true. OJ, huh?
I do. I'm a football fan.
Okay.
He's one of the top 5 running backs of all time.
You're able to compartmentalize.
But he's all of that. When he goes into a restaurant and they go, murderer, murderer, he's not just that. He also won the Heisman Trophy.
Wow.
He get 2,000 yards in a 14-game season. It's just like people are they're complex.
Do you think anyone, when he walks into a restaurant, anyone yells out, Heisman Trophy?
I would be adding stuff on, Naked gun! Naked gun! 1 and 2. I don't like how they interview the coaches, too, when they go to the in halftime.
Yeah.
As they're running off. Like, I think they should just be able to stay focused on the game. They shouldn't have to talk to somebody in, like, a ski parker. They're like, yeah, you're down by 14. What are your thoughts? It's like, what do you think my thoughts are? It sucks.
Exactly.
I'm worried about my job. I'll probably have to sell my house. My wife's gonna leave me. I need to score more points in the other half. Who are you? Why am I talking to you? You're not even in football.
Yeah.
Did you even play to the high school level?
No, probably not.
You took journalism.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
What about
Oh my
it's
goodness,
a bunch of nerds interrupting people who know what they're doing. Get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah. And the thing that concerned me the most in sports was I watched Cleveland play a home game in November, and it was 71 degrees out. And the pitchers were sweating and all that. No, that's not a good thing, people.
Okay.
This is the golden age of global warming. So take it in, stick your arm out the window before the hellfires come.
I Always nice to cheer up the crowd.
That's when you know you're in trouble. In the NFL, it's when you just stand there. I don't even know what that means. We got to get it right. We didn't get it right. We're going to work on trying to get it right. So next time, we got to get it right.
Oh, Goodell.
I'm embarrassed for my actions. I'm embarrassed for the league.
Idiots.
Embarrassed for anyone on the same continent as me. We didn't get it right. We got to get it right next time. We're going to work on getting it right. Starts with that, and then the next day, the guys on the sports talk radio, you know, the and guys.
Yeah.
That connects all their thoughts with that. Like, they came out in the first quarter, and they were all over 'em. Those guys jump on it. Well, what does it say? What is the league? Well, what kind of message? What kind of message are they sending out? Like, I don't know. It's like, what message are they sending out? Do you think I'll see this guy hit a woman and then I'm going to do it?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to hit a woman, but then that guy in the Ravens did it, so I guess it's okay. They got a real problem. It drove me nuts the whole month. They got a real problem in the NFL. As compared to what? Plumbers? Electricians? Society in general? There's a lot of great people that play football. The league's going to be fine.
A lot of New England fans get upset that Brady didn't catch that pass.
He should have laid out. It's a Super Bowl. He should have laid out.
He should have extended
sorta
his whole body and grabbed it.
You know what's funny was when on that play, you actually saw his age. You know, when he stands in the pocket, he looks 25. The second he starts running, it's like, dude, I could D this guy up. Like, did you see last year when he threw that pick six, when he dove to tackle that guy, it looked like somebody threw a dead body out of a car. like his arm moved, and that was it. But when he stands in the pocket, he looks like an astronaut. You're just this guy's, he's going to live forever.
Yeah.
He's like Cocoon or something.
Yeah.
I go to a big college football game, rivalry game every year. This year I went to University of Miami versus Florida State, and I had a great time. Insane fans, but you know, I made sure that when I saw Florida State, it was an away game, because I actually like Florida State, but that tomahawk chop thing drives me nuts, and it has nothing to even do with the Native American thing. It's the fact that they do it every like 3 seconds. They form a huddle, and all of a sudden the band starts playing, and everybody in the crowd's like, like, and they never get sick of it. It's like the band knows one song. It's like, I got it. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that is, you know, like, Native Americans never even did that. You know, like, white people came up with that in like the 1920s when they were making, like, they first got sound in movies. Like, what do they sound like? I don't know. They got some moron on the set also just goes going, that sounds good. Put some rouge on his face and have him do it with an axe. This will be great.
Oh, my God.
It's like, how do you, I don't know how you.
No.
And even if I was the biggest Florida State fan ever, like, even like halfway through the first quarter, I'm tapping out. It's like, this, can we get another song going here?
Yeah, something.
I don't know, I think I made the point.
Yeah, you made the point.
I was talking to my buddy the other day, like, what they would have to do to get me to stop watching. You know,
Because
like,
you love football. You watch football.
The commissioner could literally punt a baby across his office with his wingtips on. I'm still gonna watch on Sunday.
Not the
I don't
wingtips.
condone the man's actions, but it's football. I have to watch it. This is all I have.
Yeah, that's all. Oh, that's all he has. Okay, that is the end of that. Yes. I was quite a few sports rants, yeah, but you know what? I think it's sports rants that pretty much every male sports fan has. Yes, it's inevitable. You're gonna end up having these thoughts. All right, man, that was Bill Burr's sports rants on Conan. Well, I don't want to just repeat the entire video I just saw, because that's what unpacking this would do. But you know what? As an everyday average Joe who's a sports fan, I am. I'm not really over the top, you know. I mean, like, there's the over the top sports fans, you know, the ones I can't really get behind. If that's you, do you. I'm not going to judge you, but there's a lot of things that go on in sports now that it's just not to my liking. And it doesn't make me not watch sports. It just kind of makes me just think, like, gosh, why are we doing that? You know, why are we doing this? You know, this don't feel right, you know? Like, when he was talking about how interviewing the coaches at halftime, like, you know, number one, there's too many of these sports talk shows. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't play, you know what I mean? I don't really want to hear you talk. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't. I don't want your analytical brain getting into the game that's just supposed to be fun. Like, at one point, sports was fun. And then like what he said, all these causes got in the middle of it. All these like political things got in the way. It's just like, it ruined it for me in many ways. I don't even watch sports the same, to be honest with you, but it's just like too many things going on, you know, like things like sports, a good movie, you know, music. It's supposed to make you aware of certain things, yeah, in certain ways, but it's not supposed to take away from what you're actually doing. You know what I mean? Like, it just bothers me, you know, like, when he said a bunch of nerds just like, you know, talking to people who know what they're doing. I'm just like, yeah, like there's so many of them. Like I would like that one show that has Shannon Sharp on it and Skip Bayless. I would like that show a lot more if Skip Bayless wasn't on it. You know, if Shannon Sharp was talking to another athlete who actually played professionally, you know. I don't know what it is about these journalists that feel like they have to infiltrate professional sports just to get their opinions off their chest. It's like you ruin it for the average Joe fans, you know? I love females especially, and I know I'm going to get in a lot of hell for this, but I don't care. I love how females look at dudes who are sports fans and just go, oh my God, why are you yelling? You're like, they're not listening to you, okay? They can't hear you. I'm like, go away before you ruin this game for me even more than you being here, running your mouth, you know? And it's like so many other things with sports too. I'm veering off a little bit when I'm about to say here, but one thing about sports that bothered me in the last several years was what happened to Cam Newton. You know, there was this one thing where he was in the middle of getting interviewed. Or not interviewed, he was at a press conference, I'm sorry. And there was a female reporter who asked him a question about something that had to do with routes. And then he started chuckling and laughing a little bit. And he said, it's just kind of funny to hear women talk about routes. And I guess he got so much hell for that. You know, he was called a misogynist or whatever and lost an endorsement deal. I was sitting there looking at that. I'm like, are you guys kidding me with this right now? You know, equality, gender equality being the thing that's talked about, and you can't even take a small little zinger like that, and that's offensive to you, and he lost an endorsement deal and is being called all these kind of names. I mean, whenever he plays against my Seattle teams, I'm like, die like a dog. I hope we whoop your ass, but really? Seriously? And like in general, you know, if everyone's trying to pump up female sports so much, then why don't these female reporters and all these other people, why don't they cover women's sports? Yeah, spoiler alert, because they know these sports suck and they're not going to make any money or get any attention off of it. I know it's a harsh thing to say, but it couldn't be more true. And it's just, but that's a whole nother story. But he was talking about the whole domestic violence thing. It's just like, my goodness, man. I have my own feelings about Ray Rice too. Should he have hit his wife? No. But should his wife have hit him? No. It's just like in pro football, you know, the analogy that I'm going to use. It's just like, okay, we got personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the woman, you know, and then we have personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the man. Those penalties offset, we replay the down. That's what that means, man. But it says Ray Rice lost his career because of that? Sad as hell, man. The only moral of that story is, I'm like, fellas, do not ever put your hands on a lady because ladies don't act like that. You know, knock the hell out of a bitch though, because only bitches act like that. You know what I mean? Like, don't put your hands on people at all, man. But if someone puts their hands on you, you got the right to defend yourself. Okay, case closed there. Moving on. Talking about cancer, oh man, that's depressing. I don't want to hear a damn thing about cancer during a game. I'm sorry. You're going to infiltrate the game with all your causes, but whenever that stuff goes down, I just mute the TV and I turn my head. Whenever the 7th inning stretch in a baseball game, they got to sing God Bless America. No, mute. Don't want to hear that shit. And, you know, I don't watch college sports either, you know, let me just throw that in there. I think college sports is a big joke, you know, not because of the players, you know, because they're working hard to get to where they want to go, but it's like, man, these colleges and these sports programs are allowed to make so much money off the players, but if the player takes $1 from somebody, he loses his career. I don't care what the politics are surrounding that. I think it's bullshit, and I think college sports is nothing more than, you know, slavery, pretty much, if I'm being honest. But, you know, I don't mean slavery as in literal slavery, so don't have anybody quoting me like I'm comparing the two outright, but it just sucks for them to have to deal with that nonsense. They sell jerseys of these athletes, these young kids in college, and the people are making money off that, but they can't make any money. That's strange to me. That's very, very strange. I don't know what the rules are these days, man, but you know, it's just like, I don't deal with that. And well, that's hypocritical. You watch professional sports. I'm like, yeah, but it's pro sports, all right. Yeah, maybe I have the right to be a little hypocritical. I don't know. But yeah, he said a lot more stuff that had to do with this, man. But one more thing, I'll just say that when he said that females don't want their own stuff, they want our stuff. I mean, is there really any way to refute that? To be honest with you, I mean, I hear about the WNBA saying they're just as good, if not better, than the NBA. Bullshit, but they said it, so okay, fine. Where we don't get paid as much as the men we should be getting paid for. No, nobody tunes into your stuff as much as men do, so that's out the window. And the people who are in charge of making that better for you, they ain't doing it for you, but you want to boo-hoo at men instead of boo-hooing at the people in charge, which might be some men and women as well. So shut the hell up about that. I don't want to hear it. I just, when I'm watching sports, I don't want to think about women. You know what I mean? That's not misogynistic. It's like I'm watching guys shooting a basketball, throwing a football, catching a football, hitting a baseball, catching a baseball. I don't need to see ass and, you know, cute little girly faces around to make that more enjoyable. I was already having a good enough time as it is. But I know that's going to come off as misogynistic and woman-hating to some people. But hey, I don't care, because that's your dumbass issue to worry about. And it's for me to know what the real truth is behind my words. But yeah, man, so much more I could say, but I'll go ahead and cut it off right there. One more time, Bill Burr's Sports Rants on Conan. And if you like that reaction, please boom on the like button for me one more time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, as always, leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, or just throw a zinger at me. Exchange some friendly dialogue. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm going to do it again. Friendly dialogue. Okay? I don't need anybody's personal anger-like feelings. We can have we can have an objective conversation about a lot of different things, but just don't feed me any nonsense, because I will remove your comments, because I just don't give a damn about that stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be Eddie B TV signing off one more again here. Round one in the books of this random Sunday. I first saw this clip, and then I first saw the headline, the title of it, and I just thought, you know what? I like Bill Burr's take on sports, because he's one of those. He's not over the top, because he does have objectivity to him, and there's things that bug him and all that stuff, man. But the way he breaks it down makes sense to the average male sports fan. Let's just put it that way. And that's something that to tune into and be entertained by. That's all it is. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time to this one. I got one more video to go, and kind of at a loss of what I want to choose. I got 3 or 4 videos to choose from, but by the time I'm done, wrapping this one up, I'm sure I'll know what I'm going to do by then. So yeah, until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.